Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And I haven't shown my face in a while, so I thought I would get on here and discuss our sweater that we are making for St. Patrick's Day. So I've got these two panels done, and this is what we have ended up with. But I wanted to tell you that this type of yarn, to make this, a lot of places that sell yarn would say, all knitters can use that yarn only, you know. And I wanted to tell you that is not correct. Anything knitters can do on certain kinds of yarns where it comes out at color pulls like this, you could do with Tunisian crochet. Same thing. So not just knitters can use that yarn. And I wanted to let you guys know that. Whenever I see videos of them saying stuff like that, that irritates me to no end. Because, you know, may not, like, I know how to knit, but I don't like to knit. I would rather crochet. I want one needle, not two. Knitting slows me down. Crocheting, as you guys well know, I could go pretty fast crocheting. I'm a fast crocheter. And you guys have seen me over the, last year and few months, how fast I can crochet. So, I just like the one needle too. The two needles throws me, baffles me. I would rather just, take the one needle and I found Tunisian crochet and I love it. I'm telling you, I love to Tunisian crochet, and over the years I have found out how to make picture Tunisian crochet, putting pictures in it. I've done several things. Last St. Patrick's Day, that's what we did. We used Tunisian crochet to put pictures in, and that was a lot of fun. When we made that vest sweater, and so that we did that last year, and I decided that I'm going to continue on with our Tunisian experience because I love Tunisian. Maybe next year we may do our calendar blanket in Tunisian. You never know. There's a lot of ideas I've got rattling around in here that, I'm hoping you guys are loving this year's Tunisian project, or calendar blanket project, not Tunisian. I'm hoping you guys are loving this because I've been having a lot of fun creating those diamonds. And to my knowledge, I haven't seen any other diamonds on YouTube. So we'll see, how those are going to go together and stuff. I haven't tried to put anything together. And when I do, I will let you guys know how we're going to do that. So anyway, I also wanted to talk about Tunisian on... I chained 105 to make these, okay? But that ended up being 20 inches, okay? Because when you do Tunisian crochet, it brings it, a lot of it in. So I was working on the sleeve, and I kind of wanted to go over this with you guys too. We're going to do the same stitch in the sleeve. And I needed 20 inches on my sleeve, and my arms are pretty big. And it all depends on what you did. I wanted to let you know that I had first thought, okay, 55, chains brought all the way around my arm, right? And that would have been 20 inches. It ended up being 10 inches. So the chain of 55 was 20 inches long, but it brought it halfway in. And I want to make you guys aware of that. And I work a lot in inches, especially when I'm doing sweaters. Okay, because I'm measuring people and making their sweaters, you know. And so I do measurement whenever I do it. So as I was doing this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I had 20 rows or more, and I had to take it completely out. Oh my goodness. So then I had to start all over. And I thought, well, I ended up chaining 85, and this is 18 inches. Now, you don't know how many inches until you're 6 or more rows into it. This is 8 rows. And this will stay the same now. This will stay. It won't shrink anymore. This will pretty much stay the same. So this is 18 inches, and that is 85 chains. So, and I thought that I'm going to do a border around it. I did that. I thought that was fine, because I'll do a small little border around this before I put it together into a sleeve, which what we'll do like this. But I thought we'll just do a little border. But anyway, to get you guys started on your sleeve, you know, you kind of do your measurements and see what you're going to need. And like I said, a chain of 55 did 10 inches. So if you have a 10-inch circumference around your arm, then that'll be fine. You know, I had a 20-inch circumference around my arm, and that was not going to work. So I had to take it out and start over again. So anyway, I don't remember if we talked about this the last time we made that lavender Tunisian sweater last spring. And I don't remember if I talked about this, but I may have. Anyway, I just thought that I'd get on here, show my face, and just, you know, we've been so busy crocheting things up, and I hope you guys are having a lot of fun. And we're going to be going down in the chair on the video, and next we're going to sew the sweater together, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. And then, you know, you guys can get started on the sleeves, and next week we can put the sleeves on, and I'll show you how to do that. So this week, though, we're going to sew the 2 panels together, and probably do the bottom border and around the neck. You know, we're going to do a little bit of a border around that, and then next week we'll do the sleeves and finish up this sweater. So I'm hoping you guys are having a lot of fun with this sweater, like I am. And you know, what gets me on doing videos with you guys is I am crocheting along with you, and I'm hoping you are crocheting along with me, you know, and making, you know, the things, or if I'm giving you ideas of stuff that you want to make, you know, you're going to come up with your own thing. That's fine. That's what I do. I go through YouTube on TV and try to figure out ideas, and figure out, I mainly look on there to make sure I'm not putting the same thing that everybody else is doing. Trying not to. It is hard. So, but a lot of my stuff is stuff that I am creating on my own, and you're seeing a lot of that stuff too. But anyway, without you know, we're going to go down to the table and sew together a sweater. We'll see you then. Okay, so we're going to sew this together, and you are going to need a tape or something to measure with. And we're going to use some clips to hold things together. Alright, so we're going to put back sides together because I think that I'm just going to crochet on the outside and continue our little. So we need to figure out first the shoulders and the neck. And it looks like so I'm putting a clip there. Let's see. And then let's go over here to this side. I'm just going to go this way. Let's put in a few clips. Some of these are hard to open up. Why are they? Alright, so we've got that. So, you know, let's measure this and see what we've got here. So I've got about 13.5 inches there, or 13 inches there, which should be plenty big enough to put my head through. So we're going to do that. I need my yarn. There we go. And the needle. I'm going to start at the corner here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in the back loop, just like we're sewing granny squares together, the back loop of the front panel and the front loop of the back panel. And we're just going to do single crochets. Now, if you want to, you could do slip stitches. Too. I'm not going to do single crochets because I want to sew this end in with, so I don't have to sew it in later. I'm going to work in the end. So that is what we're going to do here. And that sort of creates this, you can see what it creates. It's like it continues our little design that we've been doing with the, and it kind of ends up like this. Sometimes it's easier to take pins or clips and just clip things together so you could see what it's going to look like. And then we just got another couple of stitches here to finish up right here. And then we're going to cut that off. Oh, there's my scissors. Like wherever my scissors are here. Alright. Okay, and then you're going to do the other side the same way, only going to go this way. We're going to turn around the whole thing, and you're going to go from here to here. It's a lot easier to do it that way. And then we'll tie in these ends when we do this neck part. So I'm going to do my other shoulder, and I will be back to show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so I have some classical music on. I hope you guys don't mind. I thought a little bit of music in the background might help my videos. You let me know what you think. Alright, so what I did is, when I put these together, I measured 10 inches on each shoulder. Well, that one says 11. It's 11 inches, but anyway. So it gives me plenty of, plenty of room. So now we need to measure. Now remember I said I had a 20-inch circumference in my arms. So we need to measure 10 inches on that, going down the side where we need to start. At least 10 inches. Which is about right there. So we're going to start putting our clips there so that we have a nice 10-inch gap in our arm. Yeah. And you're going to do this on the other side too. And so I just feel that, putting these clips in, it kind of puts this together and makes things easier for me. So I'm just going to put the clips in and all the way down and see. What I was thinking about doing, possibly, I have more of this yarn. I was thinking about making this a turtleneck, because I've been wanting to make a turtleneck for a long time now. And I think this sweater would look so pretty as a turtleneck. So I think that's what we're going to do. But there I go, designing on the fly again. And I never know how these sweaters are actually going to come out, because something always comes to me and said, well, you probably should do it this way or do it that way. And so anyway, I ended up having to put this border on because I thought that this was going to be wide enough, but because of the shrinkage of the stitch, it kind of shrunk my inches down to 20 inches. I needed a 25, at least a 25 inch, width. So that's why the border. I wasn't even planning on putting a border on it until I realized that it wasn't long enough. And I think that now that I've got this down, I think it'd be easier to go from here to here, down here, so that I could start at the corner again. And I'm just going to sew these ends in as I go. Make this a little bit easier. All right. So anyway, again, just like we did the shoulders, you're going into the back loop of the front panel. Make sure you get in the front loop of the back panel. And then do your single crochet. Or slip stitches, however you want to do yours. Slip stitching won't give you as big as a bump, but I like this design, so I'm going with this. But you could do whatever you want. It's your sweater. All right. So I'm just going to continue up until right here, and then I'm going to, we're just going to, and then you're going to do the other side as well. So I'm going to get both of my sides done, and then we will be back. And I think when we come back, we are going to tackle the neck part, and I think that's what I want to do. I want to put a turtleneck on it. So always wanted to do that. So now if you don't like turtlenecks, then you don't have to worry about it, but you could just do a simple single crochet around, or however you want to do it, and that'll be through with it. So anyway, this is how we're doing this. And then we will be back to tackle the turtleneck. We'll be back. Okay, so here is the neck part, and I think we're gonna make a turtleneck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two together again. I come in this way because I want the front of this thing to... So what we're going to do is just going to put a single crochet in each stitch. And we're just going to single crochet. I'm like sewing in ends as I go. Single crochet all the way around this neck. I'm just going to stay with you. Let the music in the background. We'll just enjoy the music. So I'm just single crocheting around here. Trying to bring this forward a little bit, that's why I'm doing this. Because it wants to curl back inside, and I'm trying to get rid of the curl part. I don't know why it wants to curl so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and the next stitch over here. I'm going to kind of sew them together. Find the next stitch. Right there. I'm going to sew these ends in as I go. Now I'm going to switch this thing around. So give it some strength there. So we're almost around here. So I'm going to take this and this one right here. There. So crochet that together. And there we go. So it looks like it'll start to come out. We're going to do a chain 3 here, and now we're just going to put a double crochet in every stitch. So switch this around. So when we get back around this thing, we're almost done with these double crochets. what I'm going to do, instead of the top of that chain 3, I'm going to go to the top of the next stitch, because what I did was I put the extra stitch here. So that's what we're going to do. You're probably going to need, let's see how this, we're probably going to need about 6 maybe. Let's go with 5 more rounds of those double crochets, and then we'll come back and see where we're at. So I'm going to do 5 more rounds of the double crochets, and then we'll come back and see what we're doing, what to do next. Okay, so we did 6 rows, and this is what it looks like. Like this, which is pretty good. I like that. And if you want that bigger, you just keep going. But I think that that looks good, and I tried it on and I liked it. So anyway, to do this now, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work so that the inside of this is facing me. And in the first stitch, I'm going to put a single crochet. And then the next stitch and the third stitch. Only this time I'm going to chain 3. And then I'm going to put like that. So we're putting picots on every third one. So we're going to single crochet in 1, 2, and here's the third one, chain 3, and then we need to come down into the single crochet down in here and slip stitch to create your picot. Okay, then we need a single crochet in 1, 2, 3. I think my music stopped. And then do your picot. And then single crochet 1, 2, 3, and do your picot. Single crochet 1, 2, 3, chain 3, and do the picot. Come down into that and slip stitch. So you see that like every third one we've got these little picots going. You're going to do that all the way around. So I'll just do this with you. Just a little bit of an embellishment to finish off this collar. And then what I'm doing, I'm slip stitching to this first one. And so I'm going to put a picot though, and then go down into that. Pick up that stitch. And then slip stitch. There we go. Chain one, and then we're going to cut that off. I'm going to work that end in. I'm going to work it down in here. But I'm going to work it down here since we're not going to see this. There we go. And I'm just going to work it there. And then work it back. And then I'm going to work it back one more time. Make sure it's in there good. There, and then we can cut that off. Now let's see what this looks like. So there is, oh, that's so cute. Okay, so there you go. That's what it looks like. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun making this sweater with me. Next week we are going to do the bottom of it and put the sleeves on. And in the video before this one, I told you about how to do that. So make your sleeves and have them ready for next week, and I will show you how to put them on, and we'll finish up the sweater then next week. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.